Whoa!
Wait, why am I twice? Why am I twice?
Why are you twice?
Oh no.
I don't know.
Why can't I hear me? What? Hello? What?
Do you have self-monitoring on or something?
I shouldn't be a thing.
You're not muted in OBS Ninja. Is that maybe doing something?
Oh, that might be it.
I was, though. It showed as muted on OBS Ninja for me, but I clearly wasn't because I just unmuted and remuted, and now I don't hear myself. So
we did it.
Yeah,
we
I
did
knew
it,
you
Reddit.
weren't muted because I could hear you twice when I unmuted Ninja.
I didn't unmute Ninja.
Anyway, hi everybody. Welcome
Hi, Dr.
to
Nick.
Zeitgeist, the Gears of Revolution, a Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition campaign.
I haven't seen a single dragon anywhere. I don't even know if we've seen a dungeon.
You wouldn't
We've
consider.
definitely seen
Who
dungeon.
died in a dungeon?
I
So-
actually did die in a dungeon. I wiped it from my.
Is that not dungeon enough for you?
Was the giant snake not close enough to a dragon for you?
I wasn't alive for that.
You were alive because of that.
I didn't see it. It could have just been a dude that sounded like a snake.
Also, you communicated with it afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
didn't
could
you,
have just been a dude that sounded like a snake.
Did you summon an eternal fey entity? Or that won't come back to bite you in the ass later.
I didn't
Anyway.
summon him. I contacted him. I communed.
Yeah, the giant rotting snake that told us to leave it the fuck alone and let it sleep, and you were like, hey, what's with the... Am I a zombie? Hey, I got questions.
He didn't tell me not to contact him.
Anyway. Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone else. I am Redbeard, your dungeon master. Joining me once again, I have Jack playing Sam. Did it backwards again.
I had to come up with a cover identity for Jack for this part of the campaign and watch it become a more popular character amongst my peers than Jack, and then they'll all be sad when I go back to playing a character I like being.
Yeah.
Kinda happened the last time I ran this. Also, we have Mina playing Catherine.
Hi, it's me. We have a new cat, so if you see it running around, it's not the old cat, it's a new one.
Does look vaguely similar to Old Cat, if
They're
only seen
both
in a
ginger.
blur in the background.
Yeah, that too.
We have Ilferi playing James.
Yar! I mean, I would like to buy your wares.
Hold on, you want to give that another go?
I would like to sell your wares for you.
Nope.
Oh.
Almost. Getting closer.
I mean, I do want to sell your wares for you. That's my whole business plan, is being the person that sells your stuff.
No,
Sure.
no, we're selling them stuff.
We'll print it. It's fine. We'll fix it in post.
Okay.
And Zeodor playing Carter.
I am just going to make sure that my cover identity is a thoroughly unlikable character.
Good plan.
Which, given that I'm supposed to be an arms dealer, seems pretty easy.
Yeah.
And an accountant.
Yes, I'm an arms dealer accountant. It's like the worst of both worlds. I'm a terrible person, and I'm boring.
Alright, so cover identities situated. Paper trails left. And contingencies arranged. Our group of adventurers is set to set off on a secret spy mission to acquire information about the secret organization known only as the Obsurati. Secretly.
We were extremely secret.
We were extremely secret.
The
We never got
Obsurati.
caught once.
The Obsurati is not even sure that we exist at the moment.
Well, they just must have vanished off the face of the earth.
Just to double check, they're gonna send someone to turn themselves in, and then yeah.
The Obsurati walking around with a bucket on their head, like, must have been the wind.
I took more notes after we finished playing the game last week.
She took notes for like 3 fucking
than
hours.
I took during the game last week.
Oh, good.
I was up hanging out, and then I went back in there to like go to the bathroom or something, and I was like, oh, you're still awake? And like 2 hours later when I went to bed, she was still going.
I'm glad that you're sufficiently, or hope that you're sufficiently prepared.
Oh, I probably not, but that's okay.
What were you even taking notes on?
Side notes. It's fine.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Philip's not here yet. I expected you saying that to cause Philip to have secretly entered our home and bust through the door like the fucking Kool-Aid man.
Don't worry about it.
Philip's
worry
coming
about
over.
Or was he already over?
Yeah. He's just going to like slowly phase through the wall in the background of the shot.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. God, honestly, that might become a trigger phrase for me.
James, 20 years from now in therapy.
Don't worry about it. I was worried.
What caused you to kill 12 people in a Macy's?
Don't worry about it.
It's just like still strangling people. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
All right. So we've got Maxwell Dresden, the archaeologist.
Maxwell Dresden, archaeologist.
We've got Venona. Insert
Ryder.
last name here.
You're supposed to know that.
Venona Ryder.
She was not given a last name. So if you'd like to,
it's Ryder now.
No, she did have one. Sorry, my mistake. Duval.
Should I describe how Maxwell Dresden looks different than Jack?
Sure.
So Jack has grown out his beard. He's actually cleaned up his hair and shit. He's not wearing his hat or his duster or anything, and he's got like a turtleneck shirt and then like a fucking tweed jacket with the elbow pads.
Nice.
And a pipe because he's got to smoke something to keep the shakes off.
Filled with bay pepper.
No.
Oh, sorry, you do.
I'm not the fucking junkie.
Nicodranas leaf. He's not some fucking stoner.
Yeah.
How does Venona dress?
Ever since some assholes tried to kill her, she wears a breastplate over a really nice dress.
Nice.
She
like
makes it fashionable.
Like a classy breastplate. Yeah. And then we have Ilferi, who is going as...
I am Parrot Pete, trader extraordinaire! My actual name is Jaxel. I'm a newly startup trader trying to sell goods for other people.
I like that your cover name has a cover name.
Well, it's like my name and my salesperson persona.
Yeah, I like it. It layers. You gotta have layers.
This is my retail Sona.
I mean, you're not far off,
bro.
It
fucking hurts. It fucking hurts so much. I have to laugh.
Excuse me?
Or I will cry.
It's called a shop Sona. Oh, they died. We killed them.
Burning up. I gotta open this window.
And then we have Zeodor, who I don't know if we caught your shop Sona.
No, we
Parrot
didn't.
Pete's
Because I was
assistant.
taking care of a baby. Alexander Merrick.
Nice.
I definitely didn't go fantasynamegenerators.com. I don't know why you would think that.
Mine's definitely not just a mix of two characters that inspired Jack.
Now all I can think of is Neko Merrick.
No. Thank you, Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged.
I'm actually proud of myself that I came up with the name Jaxel without looking at any references whatsoever. I was just like, I want an X in my name.
I liked.
Wait a minute. He's actually the nobody of jail.
What?
No, Chris, the name is clearly Ijla.
Liage. Legia.
Legia. Yeah, that sounds like
Jolly?
a stupid ass Kingdom Hearts name. Whatever the dumbest one could be.
Lage.
I don't know. Jail's pretty dumb.
Jail is pretty dumb, yeah.
Ejal.
I'm carefree and my name is Jail. Isn't that an interesting comparison? Aren't I interesting?
I don't know what we're talking about.
Your video popped out, Sam.
It popped back in.
It does that. That's what it's been doing ever since we switched over to using this.
Is it a...
No idea. Our audio doesn't cut out, just our video for like 2 or 3 seconds, and it pops back in.
Well, the audio is Discord.
Yeah, the audio's over Discord. I don't know, the video seems fine on my end right now. It popped out earlier.
It disconnected a little bit ago.
Did you do anything on the computer that might have triggered it? Huh.
Nope.
Weird.
No, it happened last week too. Like every half hour, we'd pop out for 2 seconds, pop back in.
Oh, I didn't notice it last week.
I am torrenting the concept of Napster.
Anyway, so in addition to our new personas, our crew has also acquired a new ship.
I like
hate it.
Good ship.
The Kalundarin.
It's a good ship, and we all love it.
Did you guys all see the stat sheet I wrote up for it?
Mm-hmm.
I saw that there was a stat sheet.
Good.
Furry hates it.
I also saw that there was a stat sheet.
I'm gonna pin
did
it.
not look at it.
I also saw that there was a stat sheet.
Cool.
To be fair, I was at work when it popped up.
I downloaded it and opened it.
I'm going to yet again blame the baby.
Yeah, you can do that for the next 18 years.
It's okay. I'm the player that takes care of the boat anyways. I had the stat sheet for the last boat too.
Yeah, but you can't know how the boat works. You'll just sabotage it.
Oh,
guys, guess we got to take the wood boat.
Oh man,
There is no wood boat. We traded
it. Fucking blew up, which I told you it was gonna happen.
I mean, there's some wood under there.
It just fucking blew up.
Yeah,
And
it's armored wood.
In the picture, the masts look like they were made of wood.
Except it doesn't have sails.
Wait, it doesn't have sails? I
No.
thought the picture had sails.
The picture had sails, but the description is it doesn't have sails.
Chris,
It
it
doesn't
load for
sail.
me.
I don't think it has sails.
Okay.
I don't know. The picture looks suspect.
Yeah,
But the picture definitely has sails.
Looking pretty suspect. Yeah. I don't
picture-
trust the picture, though.
It was just some sort of historical picture. They're like, hey, look, old timey boat.
Because it doesn't... I mean, I guess it could also have sails, but it has a steam engine.
But it also is
wouldn't it have
unaffected.
both?
It is unaffected by wind for speed. Like, it cannot sail.
I mean, it would make sense if it was... I mean, like, an old-timey seaworthy steamship would make sense to have sails.
Yeah.
So that it wasn't
in case
just...
you run out of coal.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm no historical navalist, but...
Boatologist.
Like, you would... It would be unaffected by wind when you had the sails furled. You wouldn't be able to sail...
Actually, it says
You're
specifically
not
steam
using
engine.
the sails.
Ship does not have sails.
I mean,
Requires fuel to...
I wrote this.
Oh,
I
you
was
wrote-
about...
okay.
Yeah.
I thought you...
I know what
I
you're
thought
saying Chris wrote.
I thought you
Um,
had copied it from the book.
No, I made
Said
it all up.
Out yourself. Good.
I made it all up!
I had no idea.
No, that makes sense. So we'll make that a May ability.
Okay.
But probably say that if it's running without the engine, the speed is reduced by an additional 1.
Could we
That's
potentially have it sailing and steam engines on? Say, like, if the wind is in our favor?
That
I'd say that you can use it to gain advantage if the wind is in your favor, but it will not help the speed otherwise.
What if we also shot the cannons backward while we did that? It made sense when I was 8.
Anyway, that would have been good feedback to have when I wrote, I think I covered everything here. Let me know if I missed anything at 10:50 a.m. this morning.
But some of us have jobs.
Well, you
I
said
have
it.
a baby I take care of, and I
You-
sleep during the day.
I didn't have issues with it. It's just another reason for Ilferi to hate this boat. Like, you said ship doesn't have sails. I'm like, damn right it doesn't have sails. Fucking hate it.
It's like, I don't want more reasons for Ilferi to hate this boat. There's already enough of a schism between Ilferi and the rest of the party. We're trying to bridge that gap.
I
not deepen
enjoy
it.
reasons for Ilferi to hate the boat.
Anyway, I will make those
honestly-
adjustments for tonight. I don't think it will matter.
It's not so much that he hates this boat, that he liked the Roscommon so much. Like, his friend that he recruited worked on the Roscommon before this.
So we've got on this hand, we've got super awesome Fey Sungwood boat that's like, wow, this is like just screaming druid. And over here we've got like super
This metal
anti-not
monstrosity.
druid metal monstrosity that sucks. What do you guys want?
It doesn't suck. He just thinks it sucks.
That's my interpretation of if Ilferi were the one to like.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This ship, pretty great. This ship runs on orphans' dreams.
Have you ever wanted to kill the Earth with a boat? This is the one for you!
I mean, that sounds like pretty weak Earth if one boat can kill you. So yeah, sign me up for that boat.
We're largely pre-industrial. The total warming effect of a single coal-burning boat is not going to be significant.
Yeah.
All
Even
right.
a fleet is not going to be very significant.
All right. So we are all set for your boat with you aboard and a crew provided by the RHC to depart on the 85th of autumn. Is there anything else that needs doing before then?
I just need to get some, like,
Crazy.
dye for my feathers and, like, paint for my beak. But otherwise, which I think I did, like, during the whole
Yeah,
getting into
that was-
character stuff.
I think you particularly mentioned that, actually.
I heard die for my feathers,
Yeah.
but I definitely heard it as DIE.
Yeah.
He died for your
Die for
sins,
my
I died for your feathers.
Um,
I'm like the Jesus for bird furries.
Your requisitioned equipment will become available before departing.
Cool.
I am here, by the way. I'm just looking for my notebook because it went missing last
Jack
week.
has enhanced the runes on his pistol through constabulary resources.
There are also a bunch of new magic items now because Tasha's Cauldron just came out.
Yeah,
I have
about that.
not taken a look at that yet.
I haven't
was-
really had a chance.
I was looking at some of it through totally legal and legitimate sources.
Oh, can you
cool.
send me those total legal and legitimate sources?
Yeah.
Cool.
I love total and legal, legitimate, awesome sources. They're my favorite kind of sources.
I
Taking
pirate
care of
every
my
single
roommate's
book I
dogs.
buy because wizards should absolutely have PDFs available.
Yeah,
Just
like
to buy.
I
Like,
I buy the physical books and then I download a PDF.
I have multiple copies of some.
Yeah,
So, like, I don't want to hear it, wizards. Give me a freaking PDF. I'll buy it too.
Yeah, I think that now that Beyond is out, it's much less likely that they'll start making purchasable PDFs
I know.
because they want people to just do the Beyond.
But
Yeah.
that's not useful to me.
Yeah,
Also,
I'm with
it
you.
sucks that you. It sucks that if you buy the physical book, you still have to buy the Beyond stuff.
Yeah,
they
that's
said
also
they're
dumb.
they said they're working on adding like a discount plan for that.
Fuck that. Put a fucking code in my book. for
Yeah,
Exactly.
Beyond.
how hard is it to put a fucking code
Yeah,
in a
but
book?
then they have to like shrink wrap every book in the store to keep people from just stealing the code.
So,
Cool.
go for it. That
I
as
think
what?
they
50
do that
cents?
already.
Like, this is something that they could have started doing 5 years ago when Beyond started to be a thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Like that.
Anyway.
Like that digital tabletop they were working on in 4th edition.
Anyway,
So, 85th of autumn, the party is ready to set out upon the Kalundarin to arrive in Balmont in about a week.
I will say, out of character, I'm interested to see what my Skyseer visions look like when they're performed by an dwarven opera.
Yeah, sounds rad.
Elferi hates the idea.
I
But
really
Jason's
hope Chris has been
interested.
studying up on his Russian dwarvish.
Oh, you know me.
Yeah, man.
Anyway.
Time to put those show choir skills to work.
Luck be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady tonight.
That's what all of your dreams are.
Oh my god.
I only remembered Guys and Dolls lyrics.
It means something here.
It's all different parts of that one play for different situations of interpretation.
Look, there was something about like a card game, and Marlon Brando fucking cranked a guy with a chair at one point.
Oh, there you guys go again.
I forgot he kills a stuntman.
There you guys go again.
They're back.
Oh, on my end, they never left.
It's on the overlay.
Twitch.
Oh.
Um,
I'm looking at OBS Ninja. On my end, they never
so
left.
it seems that my notebook imploded and does not exist anymore.
Isn't it like the third time that's happened?
This time I think it's for good because I've cleaned this room recently.
James, where are you taking these notebooks?
You know,
While cleaning
everywhere.
the room, did you throw away a notebook full of D&D notes?
you know what? That's what I did.
This is why we keep Carter around. You know, he's a problem solver. He thinks outside the box.
Mhm.
As your ship is due to depart in the night for to keep the secrecy vibe going. And as you board, Elferi, you look up at the stars and you notice that the one of the golden motes of Urim has disappeared, likely being devoured by Nem. This heralds a change in fortune and promises secrets will be revealed.
We're boned.
Hmm.
And thus the Kalundarin sets forth. Let's just pop on over the map here.
What's the fucking Wind Waker sailing music? Can't think of it. Yeah, that's right. If anyone can do it from memory, I know it would be Chris. So
I
Yeah.
never played the game.
I think I'm gonna do another randomizer maybe in a
I
week
would
or
like
two.
to see that.
Yeah, it's a fun one to do. Where is the
We should do a
thing?
Hades randomizer, Redbeard.
Oh God.
I mean, that does sound fun.
It already is a
Yeah, I was gonna
randomizer.
say.
But
So-
it could be even more
It's
random.
a roguelike.
Yeah, I don't know what you would change.
Random boss order.
Oh
Yeah.
no, it assigns you random mirror boons.
Yeah, random mirror boons.
It
Random boss.
randomizes
Random
your weapon
weapons.
every time you
Yeah.
go through a door.
Ooh.
Randomize your
Randomize
weapon.
my weapon every time I go through the
Every
door?
time you go through the door. Every
Oh,
new
yeah.
room, new weapon loadout.
And you're every time you go in a room, it's in a random zone.
Yeah,
That would be
you
pretty
get-
rad, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's just
Get on it, Super Giant Games.
yeah, I'm sure they're not busy.
Why would they be busy? Their game just came out and they're making so much money in porn.
In what?
I said money and porn.
Okay,
You know this
I
Hades
thought you
porn
said. I
created itself.
I was not aware.
Yeah, I did. I thought it was immaculately conceived, actually.
They're working both markets.
What game just came out?
Hades.
Oh, I mean it's been like out for a while. It's
Well,
like
it's a joke.
officially released.
It's
a
al-
month
yeah,
ago.
it's also been in what do you call it?
Open
Early
access.
access.
Early access.
What?
Yeah.
That doesn't. It's not real. It's a myth.
Okay.
All right.
I mean,
So-
everyone did start talking about it after the gold release. So
Anyway, I feel like I've said anyway tonight more than in like.
We are very
Long
jokey
time.
tonight.
I took a shot.
So your route, actually, is that the right route?
Oh, I realized I didn't actually describe Alexander Merrick's look. Because
Ah.
despite not coming up with a name, I did actually consider Zeodor's cover identity's look. Smart vest, wide-sleeved shirt, and his left arm is literally chained to his side and chained to the briefcase that he's carrying.
Nice.
Nice.
Tell me, does this smart vest give him an intelligence bonus?
Yeah. It makes him smart enough to tell you to fuck off.
Good.
Oh wow, Ilfari's been smart enough to do that at int 9.
I was at int 16. There's a gap. Like 9 and below, you can do it, and then you've got to get up to 17 to do it again.
I need to like start writing down every time you guys do something that hasn't happened yet. Anyway, or reference
Wait.
or reference something that hasn't happened yet.
A shirt that makes you smarter?
We're soul reading the book again.
Yeah, you are. I'm not gonna point out what something within the last 2 minutes.
I'm going to make a prediction. I don't know if I'm right. I don't want you to tell me if I'm right. My prediction is I'm smart enough to tell you to fuck off. I think that's somehow it.
I think it's something that you either have to be too dumb
Or
to be able
too
to use
smart.
or too smart.
All right. So we're heading off into the night. You've been reassured that it's the best option to fly a Rasiri flag. But because of the armistice with Dinar, that shouldn't be an issue when you get closer to their ports.
And our cover and identities are from Rasur, so.
What I'm not going to do a full involved piloting checks, but just asking what our schedule is as far as sailing at night, yes or no, keeping watch, yes or no, who, if that, when, then.
I don't think we're sailing at night.
No, because
Just because we're not in a hurry.
Yeah, we're on a set schedule. We've got to be there on a specific date, and we're just leaving to arrive there on that date anyway.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really make much sense for us to get there early.
Okay.
Getting there early is more
I
time.
think we're taking the same roles as before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Captain, helmsman, first mate.
Yeah.
Quartermaster. For me, James, Sam, and Catherine, respectively.
Okay. And who is keeping watch, or is anyone keeping watch?
I'll keep watch.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a perception check for the first day.
It'd help if I opened my character sheet. My characters. Jack
Hi,
Malone.
doggy.
He has a
Hi,
last
doggy.
name. Chris just always forgets it.
I feel like I
No one uses
remember
it.
Jack's pretty well.
None of us use our...
Jack Malone, Mina, Jeremina, Peacekeeper.
Yeah.
Ilferi, no last name. And Ziavor Ziodovic? Something like that.
You're close. Zeodor Demia Ilyich.
Demia Ilyich.
Yeah.
That's
Middle
gonna
name,
be
last name.
Yeah.
22.
That's I
Chris.
kind of conflated them together. 22.
Yeah, Avarians don't have family names.
So nothing too out of the ordinary the first day. You're still pretty close to Flint, and there's a lot of there's quite a bit of traffic along here. This is a common merchant route that you're going to be taking. You see a couple other boats coming and going, but nothing that seems too troublesome.
Cool.
I just thought about this. This is like a retroactive thing. Is it possible for me to buy like fancy studded leather? Like I'll pay an extra premium for it, but like something that would look suitable with the clothing I had.
Ostentatious.
Yeah.
Sure. It might. Yeah, I mean, it might just look a little bit more sus than like normal fancy clothing, but not really that out of place.
But I'm an arms dealer, so like it kind of makes sense that I would wear armor anyways.
Sure.
Okay, so I'll just have
Ooh, get it emblazoned with the logo.
Oh, with Parrot Pete's logo?
No, not Parrot Pete's logo, with the logo of the company we're representing.
Oh.
Oh yeah. I forgot about
I guess I'll have a little badge for it or something. Parrot Pete is an independent tradesman that is working with the company right now.
Why are you doing this? Making it so hard.
Zebediah's Foundry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Discount ban ads from
Because if you just have like the armored vest essentially with the Zebediah's Foundry logo on it, then it's just like it's merch basically.
But then I need to carry more around. What if people want to buy my merch?
Well, you aren't selling it to people on the train.
But what if, I mean, like, it's a great money-making opportunity, really. I'll sell it for, like, 100 gold pop. Protect yourself.
Okay, you could also do that, I guess.
From our own guns.
No, you know what? It's fine. Yeah, no, do that. No, it's great. No one would ever believe that you're a spy.
This guy is too fucking dumb to be a spy.
I mean, that's basically why Jack and Mina thought the flamboyant everything was a good idea. Look over here!
Hey, look at that weird bird doing shit. Don't notice me killing this guy.
Alright, let's see. How much is stud? I'll say, like, double cost to have it look right.
Sure.
Does that sound okay? Okay, so it'll be 90 gold.
Or
Sure.
Sam, rather, brings up a good point. Which one of us is the best at killing people quietly?
Who has the best stealth?
Oh, well, okay. Fair enough.
Nice.
It's me.
It's called the Rogue.
Yeah.
I'm like half rogue at this point.
I mean, like,
has levels in Rogue.
I feel like you're like 2/6 rogue. Or sorry, 4/6 rogue, right?
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. I'm 4 levels rogue.
Still the majority Rogue.
are spiders good at stealth? Yeah, spider. I could turn into a spider and kill someone.
But then you're not distracting people as a flamboyant parrot.
No, I'm distracting someone as a giant spider that's killing someone.
And
That would be
you also-
distracting.
right.
It doesn't sound very stealthy at all.
I'm also the one that has sneak attack, so let's go ahead and get
And
that one
super
out.
sneak attack.
Huh? Oh yeah, the
Precision thing.
that
Yeah.
one, yeah.
Oh yeah, and you also have the technical technique now.
Technical or tentacle?
Tentacle.
Okay,
For getting out of grapples.
I don't want to know.
The thing that would have been really handy
No,
when
don't
he was
wanna
getting
know.
Never
grappled
really know, James.
constantly.
Right, that thing. Okay, yeah. But I can only prep one a day, and unless I have a specific reason to prep anything else, I'm prepping surgical precision.
You know, the thing you really wanted to share was Saxby.
You want to talk about this like Zeodor X Saxby fanfic you're writing there, Sam? Or
I mean, it is getting very in depth.
Actually, Ilferi does want to talk to Zeodor about Saxby. If we can have an in-character time to talk about it.
sure, we're on a boat.
Damn it!
What?
Now it's stuck in my head.
It's going fast, and
I got a nautical theme. Catch me an Afghan. Okay, I'll stop.
You're all welcome.
So, since I don't really have to worry about the whole sailing business anyways, we should talk. How are you coping with Saxby's situation? You were probably the only person in our party that actually liked her.
There's nothing to cope with. My loyalty was never to Saxby. It was to the RHC. Seems her loyalties lied elsewhere. That's all there really is to it.
You don't feel betrayed or angry at her for betraying what you were loyal to and assumed she was as well?
Well, she's a traitor to the RHC, and so, like any other traitor, she will be dealt with accordingly if we find her. It occurs to me that the three of you don't actually know what I went to talk to Lady Saxby about.
No, I guess not.
I'm sure you all figured out that I went to talk to her before we had that unpleasant meeting. I went to tell her that that there was a schism between her leadership and her employees. I offered her advice on opening up to us, on letting us assist. I tried to save her. That's all there is to it.
But at that point, she was already too far gone, I guess.
Or she didn't want to listen. It doesn't matter either way. A traitor is a traitor.
and Zeodor knows something about traitors. Heyo.
Ilferi's been learning about traitors. Well, if you need to talk about anything, you know we're here. Honestly, I have nothing to do on this ship, so feel free to come here at any time.
We still need you to steer, Ilferi.
Oh boy.
I'm just so tickled by Ilferi's hatred of this boat. I will never not get a grin.
At least
No.
that's one thing I can stay consistent with his character, because honestly I've been feeling iffy about the whole rest of him.
I know it's not what you're used to, but trust me, Drakran ships they have a bit of life of their own.
It sure does have uniqueness. I definitely have really enjoyed getting visions as if they were operas. It's
Oh, well,
the best.
I'm assuming this is right before the first night, actually.
Okay, I'm really looking forward to whatever this dream thing is that people keep talking about. I'm sure it'll be wonderful.
Yes. Well, if you have any trouble, Zeodor walks over to. I'm gonna be writing some stuff into the world, so tell me if I go too far off base, but I don't think it's anything important. Zeodor goes over to an unassuming metal wall panel. Well, if you need a little help, and he sort of like twists it and pops it off. These old ships, full of holes, and he pulls out a bottle of Drakran whiskey.
Honestly, I'm kind of thinking that I might just want a rowboat that's just being towed. Also,
The
that
SS
No.
Ilferi.
I'm just imagining
On a
like,
little
the fucking
flag.
party lights emanating from our boat while O'Ferry's just like on his fucking rowboat. All by myself.
It's gonna be me,
We're just
my rowboat, and that bottle of liquor.
Well,
Yo
And
ho ho.
truffles.
Theodore makes a mental note to never explain to Ilferi how Drakkar whiskey is made.
we actually kill nature and suck out its essence.
And then shoot it with a gun a couple times just to be sure.
And then we use that to power the machine that synthesizes the whiskey.
But we can get a little rowboat. We can paint the oars to look like Ilferi's wings, and then we'll paint the front to look like his beak. It'll be adorable.
Amazing. Anyway,
I don't think there's any more to the scene. Was there more you wanted out of this, James?
Nah, I'm good.
all right. So you guys are bedding down for the night. Weighing anchor, and you've got I don't know if one of you is gonna stay up or if you post one of your crew to just be like night guard.
Wasn't I doing that?
Are you staying up?
I thought I was the night
You were
watch.
keeping watch while we were sailing, I think.
Oh, okay.
Like during the day.
I mean, I don't mind taking a shift.
I mean, yeah, Theodore can also night watch.
What you guys call? Just let me know what
Not-
you want to do.
Not sleeping is pretty good for being able to watch.
I'll take a shift. I guess Jack wants to take a shift, and
Yeah, I'll take a shot.
Theodore can
I'll
take a shift.
I'll take a shift just because I need to watch the stars anyways.
Perfect. Yeah, well, I'll take shifts.
All right. You can all just give me a check then if you like.
Perception, right?
I got a 7.
16.
I got a natural 1.
I sure am enjoying the smooth, relaxing cigarette.
I sure
got
am falling asleep on the deck.
13? That's a 13, right?
All right.
No. That's not. Perception check. That's an 11.
16.
Mine was a total of 3.
All right. Your night watches pass without noticing anything. There don't seem to be any other ships going in the night. Ilferi, did you have a question for the stars, or
Yeah, just like if I don't ask a question, do I still get a vision?
you do occasionally have visions without like concentrating on anything?
I think he's just gonna vaguely like, if we keep on our normal course, will we run into any problems, or like what kind of problems will we run into?
Mm-hmm.
But it's just kind of a generic like anything happening tomorrow kind
Okay.
of question.
What's up? What are you thinking about? Oh, just star stuff.
Anyway,
Was that the Starfather? Just
It was just you texting the firmament.
oh, okay.
so you at each of your various points when you go to sleep, the rumors prove true in that your dreams that you recall overnight do seem very flamboyant. A Drakaran opera is like a very kind of stiff-necked formal affair, and the story, as you recall bits and pieces of, it's some sort of story about a bold seafaring warrior who fought in many naval battles and slew many foes victoriously and triumphantly. Details are hard to recall in the morning, but that is the sense that you get.
But it was pretty cool.
It was pretty cool. All right.
Are you buying more dice while we're playing?
Day 2.
Oh, did I get any sort of vision or anything?
Nothing.
Or just the generic.
Nothing beyond that.
Okay.
And yeah.
Okay.
It's hard to tell if when you awake, you're not even sure if your dream was from the stars or not.
Ooh, this fairy's a little on edge about that. I mean, not to like push on that too much, just because I know that sounds annoying, but like that is something that has him like concerned.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense for your character.
Yeah. Push on the stuff, man. Roleplay. It's your character. It's our story.
Yeah, well, I'm saying it. I don't want it to just be a joke that is like outside of the joke that Ilferi hates this boat. That is something he's actually concerned about.
Yeah, and that makes sense. But I definitely don't think Theodore would think to ask you about it.
No, Ilferi's
Theodore-
just gonna think of something more specific tomorrow and keep it to himself and just, you know, he just seems upset still. Like what's new?
Yeah, Theodore is definitely just assuming that it's just the boat.
All right. Anything else for the second day? That any particular tasks anyone's focusing on? The ship is ready to sail. Not long after first light.
Nope.
I'm actually, I don't think that I'm going to be needed much topside, so we didn't get a ton of time. Like, we got enough time to go over the boat, I'm sure. But Theodore wants to, go through the boat, check out the engine, all that good stuff.
Go over it with a smuggler's eye, or
I think he intends to go over it with an engineer's eye, but I think being on specifically because it's a Drakran ship, I think it does stir something in him, and he ends up going over it with a smuggler's eye.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So the engine is very fine make. As the story goes, this ship was taken as in part of the last war. And this at the time was like the cutting edge of Drakran technology. The engine itself is probably as good or possibly better than like what you saw in the Coal Tongue. But it isn't as optimized.
Right.
And there were some magical components involved in that, which I guess Drakkar is outside the magic dead zone, but they are also very involved in industry, direct industry.
Yeah, they're not as heavy industrial as Danor, just because they're on the other side of the Malice Lands, so they don't have to be.
Chris, question: what is the Malice Lands?
I have notes.
I'm glad you asked, Sam. As you can see, your voyage will be taking you through the Malice Lands, but if this is something that it seems appropriate for Jack to ask Mina in character.
Cool. Hey, Mina.
Yeah.
I noticed we're going to be going through the Malice Lands.
Yep.
What the fuck are the Malice Lands?
Not a student of history.
Not at least of stuff that I wasn't involved in shooting people at.
Yeah, okay, so the stuff where people shot at each other before you were part of it? Yeah, that's what happened.
The Third Urusal War, I believe.
Yeah. I legitimately think this is part of what's in my notes, actually, from Mallet.
Huh.
Yeah, this was created in the Great Malice,
Hmm.
which was what happened when that goddess queen Fae chick died.
Oh,
and
that's where that happened.
Sucked
Okay.
everything out of everything and turned my people into this.
Okay.
Really? Okay. Yeah, that's the Malice Lands.
Yeah, that
What
was
goes on there now?
What?
So what goes on there now? Still-
Bullshittery.
Danor property or
one note on timing. The Malice Lands were formed in our year 0, so they were 500 years ago. The Third Urusal War was only about 40 years ago.
Oh, maybe I'm mixing up the number of. Maybe it was the Second Urusal War then.
The
I thought
Urusal Wars began in 300. This is long before the Urusal Wars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This was the Great Malice where we killed a
Oh, okay.
god
You're right.
thing.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I would know about the other Urusal Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is labeled with a. It's called the First Victory, or
That's
negative
right.
50 is the first victory, and that is what led to the battle that's what led to the battle that is the Great Malice.
Yeah,
So
might be.
is the Magic Dead Zone just the Malice Lands? Because I thought it was all of Danor.
It is all of Danor.
Okay.
The Malice Lands are the nuclear fallout zone.
Yeah, they are
Okay.
blighted.
Okay.
Yeah, if you've played in the Eberron campaign setting, there's a very similar area there.
There's
Is this island to the northwest of Danor also Malice Land, or
Nobody
so.
owns that. I'm gonna go claim it.
because I notice it's the same color as the Malice Lands?
I don't know that it comes up in the campaign.
Well,
yeah.
that's where we're going.
Right.
I think it is supposed to be Malice Lands though, based
But
on
yeah,
the
that
map.
would make sense. So the Malice Land, where Dinar is a magic dead zone, the Malice Lands are a wild magic zone.
Interesting.
So magic is unpredictable there. The fallout has corrupted local wildlife into what are just referred to as malice beasts.
So quick setting question on that note, because it's relevant for where we are in the story right now.
Mhm.
The wild magic zone is at the edges of, it's either resultant from or just around the dead magic zone. That's why the Malice Lands are wild magic, and that's why Axis Island and that part of Urusal were all wild magic-y.
Mhm.
Is the Avery Sea, is any part of the Avery Sea also wild magic-y?
Yeah, it would seem weird if it wasn't.
Or is it kind of like a crescent-shaped thing around Danor, where like the Avery Sea is almost like a neutral zone?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything in particular strange about the Avery Sea.
Okay.
I
mean,
know
it
I
could
don't
make
know the
some
exact
sense,
dimensions of the dead
Wild
magic
magic
zone,
only
but-
works on land.
Okay. I mean,
mean-
my thinking was, or my headcanon for it is that the Fey magic of Reeser is essentially putting out a magical force, and like a pressure basically, and so then the wild magic streaming off of Danor's magical dead zone basically clash into each other, and you get this this extruded envelope kind of shape. There's a word for that shape, but I forgot what it is. It's the same shape that Earth's magnetic field is, whatever it is.
Yeah,
And that's why it's like a little sliver of the Urusal Islands, and it's like this one side of the Malice Lands, but then it's like extending out behind it. Because you've got these
Neat.
two forces clashing.
Yeah.
I don't know that that's what the setting is intending, but that's how I
so
read
there's
this.
civilization out there.
Not so much.
So what's Orthea then?
I mean, you kind of stay close to the border. I mean, there's stuff there. I don't know how much, but there's not a whole lot of. I don't know if you've noticed, but the majority of like large cities and stuff stay along the coasts over here.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I thought I had something, but yeah, I guess not. All right. So sailing through the second day. Ooh.
How long was this sailing going to take, by the way?
About a week,
Oh, okay.
7 days.
Theodore can't help himself. He's going to try to find a smuggler's hatch.
Okay. Give me a investigation roll, I suppose.
Sure. That's a 24.
So this is a battleship. So it was not designed to function as a smuggler ship.
But the best smuggler ships never were.
But every ship does have its secrets, and you do turn up a like very small, very well hidden, like probably like a 3-foot cube space, like behind one of the ladders, stairs. What do they have on ships?
Ladders.
Yeah. So like behind a panel, behind a ladder, on like the lower deck.
Okay. I keep it a secret. I'm going to write about it. Yep. I'm going to write about it in my notebook. That way when we retire and become pirates, I can put secret treasure in there and then have the notes for the next set of adventurers that find our sunken pirate ship that will lead them to it.
You mean our pirate-themed cruise line
Yep.
that is also a smuggling operation, right?
Right. Yes, I'd forgotten about that. Yes. That was it. That was everything I wanted.
Sorry, I was checking some audio stuff.
I'm enjoying this kind of chill traveling session.
All right. So any other second day things, or we'll just move on to the second night?
I don't have anything.
Okay.
Dale Ferry. How you
What?
holding up?
You know, miserable, but I guess it's fine.
Oh,
Oh, was anyone keeping watch out during the second day?
Yeah, sure. Can't possibly roll worse than I did last time, right?
technically yes, but
Am I rolling perception?
Yes.
I did 100% better than my last roll.
Ooh.
So I went from a natural 1 to a natural 2.
Ooh.
What's that total?
4.
Okay, well there you go.
Mina, the waves are so pretty here.
They're so pretty. I've not been out on the open ocean without like feeling like I have to be somewhere super fast like recently. So.
And you can the Avery Sea is just completely different in this area than when you were going. I guess you traveled this route to Axis Island before, but it was again under duress. All right, second night.
I'll stay up.
I'm gonna be keeping watch as well. I think we're doing the same shifts as before, right?
Probably. It doesn't make any sense for Theodore to not take a shift with the
I got a 12.
I can't possibly roll that die again, so.
Got 9.
I got an 18.
Oh, much better. 15.
All right. Nothing out of the ordinary happens tonight. You're all once again struck with very vivid imagery in your sleep on the same note as before.
Quick question. Am I affected by this in the same way?
Do you dream?
I just thought of that. I don't think so.
Then
I don't
perhaps
think
you don't
elves
experience it at all.
Huh. Neat.
Oh, Philip is coming this weekend
Yes.
and is on his way up there.
Coming in the middle of the game.
While meditating, you can dream after a fashion. Such dreams are actually mental exercises that become reflexive through years of practice.
Oh.
So I don't actually dream. I can sort of make myself dream, basically.
You do feel a pressure of you don't usually, unless you know, like we said, unless you're opening yourself up to a dream, you don't experience it, but you feel one coming on without your consent.
I think that Theodore interprets this. I mean, obviously, I know that this isn't the case, but I think Theodore interprets this as, he's on a ship. It's, this is getting nostalgic for him with the Draken ship and all, so I think he'll just go for it. He'll go for the dream.
All right. Then
It's like being an elf. He can stop it whenever he wants anyway.
And he also experiences the very vivid images of a Draken opera telling stories of seafaring warriors. You probably recall it, Elfari has training in recalling dreams, so he recalls his dream pretty well. And you probably recall this fairly well since you're conscious after a fashion.
Yeah.
Whereas Jack and Mina are less likely to remember details.
Neat. That's cool.
All right. Day 3.
Day 3.
Sam said Jack smokes and is snarky.
Wow.
What a refreshing change of pace.
I'm waiting for the day that Jack snarks and is smoky.
Oh man, we're gonna get blown up by a fireball, and he actually will. Hey guys, look, it's Jack.
Wow.
Okay, how do guns work again?
You don't actually use a gun.
Your gun just shoots fireballs, so you're fine.
I fire all my ammo into the wall.
Good, I don't need it.
He doesn't have ammo.
I do carry some.
If the cat hisses at you, give him treats. They're on top of the fridge.
We already gave you some.
Okay, cool.
All right. Now that
I hope
that's
everyone
out of the
enjoyed
way.
our call-in from special guest Philip.
Wow.
All right. And there was evening and there was morning, the third day.
Can I keep watch while I'm piloting? Help me.
Depends. What's a Croning Tower?
Coning
Coning?
Tower
Or Coning
is
Tower.
it's like a watchtower.
Yeah.
It's usually you talk about them on a submarine.
Yeah.
Well, your ship has one.
Was I right about this being a fucking U-boat?
Starting to think you might be.
No. Okay, it's a normal thing on old school. Right. Okay. So in modern ships, that's the tower that has the giant spinny radio antenna on top of it. That's the Coning Tower. On a modern-
U-boat as in Unterseeboot.
Yes.
Unterseeboot.
Yep.
Yes. Yep.
Bolt.
That'd be the one.
Bolt.
No, undersea boot. It's just a boot that we drop in the water.
It's Bolt.
Chris has turned. Chris will now be played by Duolingo.
It really bugs me, the whole boat thing.
Do you want to talk about boot being annoying?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, we got time.
Moving to the south, having come from the north, and people are like, "Oh, you see it like oot no boot." I really don't. Do I elongate my O's when I'm drunk or talk to my nana? Absolutely.
Dude, you
But
should
it's
see
not
her when
that
we have to
bad.
drive up through Wisconsin. It's great. Just the farther north
Yeah.
we get, she starts reading off town names. It starts coming out.
Wisconsin.
Nick's family from Michigan was visiting this last week, and I definitely noticed a couple of
Heard the change?
elongated vowels.
Well, you know, we could go to Kenosha.
Kenosha?
Anyway, neither here nor there or anywhere.
Except for Michigan.
So who is making a check for the third day?
That's what I was asking about. Am I able to do that while helming?
I don't think so.
No, because the helm is not atop the Coning Tower.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's from the naval code rules, you've got to pick the helmsman thing, and you have to be the artillerist or arcanist to or militarist or arcanist to do the watch. So I'll shirk my captain's duties today, and I'll do the watch. How's a 7 feel to you?
All right. You do not notice anything out of the ordinary.
Cool. There's nothing out of the ordinary here.
All right. Night 3.
I guess we all make a perception check for the night.
18. Much better at night.
20.
Another 15.
I forgot to take my night vision goggles off.
Nothing out of the ordinary. It's just very, very bright.
Sorry, what did everyone get?
I got a 10.
18.
Was anyone else staying up to do?
15.
20.
All right.
Nice.
You do not notice anything out of the ordinary this night. You also continue with the same dream pattern.
There's not actually anything to notice. Chris is just making us roll these checks to get us nervous.
Oh, absolutely. That is the job.
All right, day 4.
Who wants to?
Oh yeah, I forgot to move the little ship forward.
to
Let's
take
put the ship
the-
on autopilot.
It does not have an autopilot.
Are you sure?
Yes. Yeah. All right. Allow me to rephrase that. It does not have an autopilot yet.
I imagine that in Xeodor's head, an autopilot is an automaton that
Yes.
pilots.
Correct. It's stored in the glove box and it unfolds.
Just make sure you're not sitting in the driver's seat when you unfold it.
Yep. Also, there's a glove box and a driver's seat now.
Apparently. Why can I not find
section that talks about.
So, which one of us, aside from Ilferi, actually has the best perception? Because now that we've all taken turns, I think we can just go to slightly metagamey and just have one of us do it.
It's not Nina.
You have a +2, right? I've got a 4. You've got a 5? Alright, so Jack's the best.
For perception. Sorry, what were we talking about?
Yes, perception.
Yeah, perception. That's the one. So, I think probably just have Jack be lookout the rest of the trip for the daytime.
I can do that.
And then continue to take shifts at night. And the rest of us can do our normal duties, our normal non-lookout duties.
Duty.
Yep. I'm going to take a real captainly shit right on the deck.
Good.
Ah, there it is. All right. So, what are we doing?
I don't know.
You're the lookout.
Oh, I look out.
All right. Look out.
That's an 8.
An 8.
Yeah.
All right. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Cool.
The ship moves on the 4th day. And it is now the 4th night.
Alright. We'll take our shifts. Oh man, I got a natural 1. That's an 8. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was looking at things about coning towers. Apparently, some of them do actually have a helm in them. I got an 18 perception.
Okay. Does anyone else take the night shift?
Sorry. Night's the only time I. Hey! 11.
Night shift, baby, night shift.
Did Jack take a turn?
Oh,
For night.
sure. 10.
All
I'm very perceptive.
right. Zeodor, early in the early morning when you're taking your shift, you don't see anything out of the ordinary, but you do hear a ka-chunk coming from the rear of the ship.
Well, I'm gonna go check it out.
All right.
It's time to investigate a mystery.
All right. Give me another perception check.
Perception, investigation.
Yes.
Okay. 11.
All right. You see some rippling water, but nothing else.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do the thing that whose name I remember and is detect planar energy.
Okay. Aligned to which plane?
Good question. Let's see. What does Zeodor think is most likely to?
I should, the Chaos Dwarf God of Darkfire.
Let's go for Bleakgate.
Okay. And the range on that is
1 mile.
okay.
and I'm not going to do the ritual. I'm going to have Koku burn some energy to do it quickly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Did we decide what Koku was doing while we were on the train?
Yeah, Koku is going to be folded up in the briefcase that's going to be chained to my arm.
That's right. Sorry, Chris.
You do not detect any bleak gate energy.
Okay. Well, I'm going to wake everyone up.
You are all awoken by an elfish man.
Like that
There-
play was kind of starting to get good.
There was a noise at the back of the ship. Seems something might have slipped into the water. I didn't detect any bleak gate energy.
Let's see. I guess I could cast a spell really quick. For a pet energy.
Do we have a third kind of energy?
Oh,
yeah,
actually,
we can
you can
detect
do
the
a
water
pet.
plane.
I'll do Fey.
Yeah, I'll ritual for Apet.
I'm gonna just cast it outright for
Yeah, I'll just cast it too. Why not?
I can't remember what it's called. The Fey area.
Dreaming?
Yeah,
Dreaming?
for the dreaming.
Is James gone or is he... Oh, there he is.
I had to go downstairs. Dogs were
He's
doing stuff.
projecting.
I'm having to walk the dog or pay attention to the dogs
Yeah,
because my
that's fine.
roommates are gone.
I just was confirming that something wasn't frozen.
Nope, I'm here.
He just turned invisible for a little bit,
hmm
Happens.
put the cloak on.
I've been practicing.
All right. So who's doing what?
I'm
casting for
doing,
Apet.
and I'm doing it for the dreaming.
Yeah, we also have access to
Mavisha.
Avalon. Oh, Mavisha, right.
All right. Each of you do not detect any energy readings for Apet nor the dreaming within a mile.
I'm going to inspect the back of the ship, see if I can find any damage or any signs of sabotage.
I'll do this. I'll do the same. I'll wild shape into something that I can climb. I think a spider.
Mina, can you check the crew? Make sure no one's missing or suddenly suspicious.
On it.
I'm just gonna stay alert on deck, make sure
All right.
nothing comes out.
Those of you that are searching, give me investigation checks.
Sure.
22?
15.
22, you said?
Yes.
All right. So are you going like into the water searching the hole, or are you just like searching over deck, or what's your
I'm not planning on going in the water. I figured that Ilfari's probably got a better chance of going into the water to search for things.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, could I wild shape it to like an octopus and like cling to the walls of the ship?
Sure.
Okay, then I'm gonna be doing that, and then I got a 15 for the hull.
Okay.
So I'm going to. The plan is to look over the back deck and then go from top to bottom, and go down each floor and then basically search thoroughly through the back of the ship to find anything that could be amiss.
Okay.
Anything that looks like it's different from when I inspected it earlier.
Sure. Neither of you find anything out of place. Mina, the crew all seems in place. No one's missing, no one extra. Jack, I forgot what you said.
I was just keeping watch ready on deck for whatever's gonna happen.
All right.
If there was anyone extra, this was going to become Among Us real fast.
Yep.
Discuss.
Well, I killed the whole crew.
Bird sus.
Saw the bird venting.
What the fuck is a vent?
Actually, Theodore would be the one venting going into that little hidey hole. What did you let out?
Secretly, Secretly, the smuggler's hatch was also a genie bottle.
You let the thing out.
Okay, well, I'm going to check the engine then.
All right.
Want to check
give
it
me-
over for signs of sabotage.
Give me an investigation check.
Would it be investigation, or would I use my expertise with tools to...
Sure.
Cool. That is a 21.
Engine seems functional and normal.
Okay. Alright. I think that's Zeodor's actions, so head back topside to meet and discuss.
Meh.
What was that?
That was the Among Us emergency
yeah.
meeting noise, yeah. I couldn't find anything out of place inside the ship or with the engine.
Well, the people are here. No extras.
Didn't find anything on the hull.
What set you off on this again, Zeodor?
There was a noise, like some kind of clunking noise. And then by the time I got back there, all I could see was some rippling water, like something had fallen in it or climbed out of it. Which one, I can't say. But it doesn't seem that there are any parts from the ship missing. It doesn't seem that there are any crew missing.
Yeah.
And we can't detect any planar energy. I propose we double watches during the day.
Agreed. Keep an eye on everybody in the crew. Somebody could have gotten body snatched or replaced.
Mina, you wanna... you are the quartermaster. You want to keep an eye on the crew?
Yeah.
Jack and I will keep an eye on the area around. And Ilferi, we're going to need you at the helm, because if there is something out here, we might need to move in a quick hurry.
Yep.
All right. Moving on.
Yep.
Moving on.
All right. Day 5.
One of the crew erupts into a horrifying monstrosity on deck. Roll initiative. I am keeping watch for the day,
As am I.
especially for anything suspicious. Nat 1.
Oh, good. Because I got an 8.
Chris, did I get inspiration for my great disguise idea?
I already gave you inspiration for that
Oh, you did? Cool. I use it.
last time. I don't know if you used it last time.
Oh, we used it last time.
Well, I rolled a 2 anyway, so it didn't matter.
Nothing. Either of you notice anything out of the ordinary today?
We are fucked.
Good. 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 That's what I wanted to hear. I wanted to not notice anything out of the ordinary.
We're just gonna cut to Delph talking to a new group of constables. Well, the last crew disappeared, so you guys are
Fortunately, I have their career chips.
Right here. They were killed by
Contents of space
bees.
bees stomachs. I love how they actually follow up on that.
Yeah, I love that
Yeah.
they actually bring that back.
Anyway,
Good show.
I'm not afraid of some deadly, deadly bees.
Mina, Jorgensen though has developed a weird rash.
Oh shit.
Well, time to burn them.
I can't cure
I'm gonna-
stuff like that.
I'm gonna ask him about it first. I'm gonna be like, hey, do you know where that came from? Did something bite you?
Are you allergic to space bees?
No, nothing be biting me.
So,
Just,
right, do you know
Just woke up with it.
Great. Okay. All right. Can I look at it? Does it look weird?
Give me a medicine check.
This will be great. Hey, could have rolled a whole lot worse.
It's the 3.
No. No. Oh, come on. Why'd you close my character sheet?
You won't need it anymore. You're dead.
Shut up.
You're already the thing.
Hey, I have a +2 to medicine. It's a 15.
This is a pretty common affliction. They just call it sailor's rash. It's just like the salt air and like.
Not enough washing and
Yeah.
Too
covered
many
in salt.
whores.
Yeah.
Huh?
Too many whores.
Oh. Oh my god. She's super cute.
Sleeping on a little bear.
Anyway.
All right, that is the 5th day.
Boom, boom.
Evening watch.
2 days remain.
10.
Nat 20.
Ooh, 21.
What's a nat 20 give you though?
25, right?
Yeah.
I really need to add a crit tracker on the overlay.
Is the moon getting closer?
Now that you mention it. Jack, you
Which
notice
moon?
all the nothing that happens this night.
Oh, fuck. I'm in a never-ending story.
Alright. Day 6.
I'm gonna change my spells prepared. Well, if Mina tells me about the whole rash thing.
Yes, I did. I definitely did.
Okay, then I'm gonna change my spells to have. I'm gonna get rid of detect magic, and I'm gonna prepare detect disease and poison, and then I'm also gonna get lesser restoration.
Yeah. I mean, you are the ship's surgeon.
Yeah. Instead of, I don't know, absorb elements. Okay.
Day 6.
I would like
watch.
to cast.
21.
19.
Alright, nothing out of the ordinary.
I'd like to cast detect poison and disease and do a sweep of the ship.
Okay.
It's an area 30 feet around me for an hour, or sorry, 10 minutes. So if I can't sweep the ship in 10 minutes, I'll cast it more times.
Alright. Seems to be an outbreak of sailor's rash among the crew.
How many crew do we have?
I think at least 15, because that's the skeleton crew. We'll say 20.
I can cure 6 a day.
Only 3 of them have the rash so far.
Oh, good. Okay, I will cure them.
Alright, they are cured. They thank you profusely. And then go back about their duties.
If anyone else develops something like that, come to me immediately so I can fix it instead of just letting it fester.
Yar!
Yar! Grumble, grumble, grumble. Go back to hell.
Alright. That is the 6th day.
Right. Night watch. Ooh, 26.
No, Desert Bus is over.
Yeah,
Is
that's
it?
definitely my first thought as well.
Yeah, it ended this morning.
22.
Ended
At 9 a.m. They
Yeah.
went all
It-
night and got to
Yeah.
like $987,000.
Yeah. It's absolutely wild. It's way more than they.
Or sorry, 987.
Did they get the
That's
bus?
what you said.
Oh, okay. Sorry, what?
Did they get the bus?
The bus
Yeah.
was the friends
bus
they made
got
along
them.
the way.
Yeah, they did, Sam. They won.
Good.
They won the bus.
Important.
The children won the bus. All right. Nothing out of the ordinary. The sixth night. Same dreams as usual. Oh, it's officially winter now.
Oh.
Good thing my winter feathers have already started coming in.
But we didn't dye those.
All of your fall
no, I
crops
thought-
die.
The dye only lasts like a week, so I bought a bunch of dye to like redo it every so often. Are we going to be arriving on the 7th day?
Yes. Looks like
Okay.
You guys made pretty good time.
So this is the last
so
day
then
before we
this
arrive.
this would be the night that I need to actually ask a question. What should the first thing we do? What should be the first thing we do when we land? Or like when we dock?
Separate
Or like
and get
what's
on
the what's
train.
the first thing we should investigate? This is me asking the stars. What's the first thing we should investigate once we have arrived in town?
Your dream is a story about a dwarven man who worked on the railroads. He was a hard laborer, providing for his family, but in the end, he was not able to make ends meet and succumbed to disease and died.
I see. Okay.
I see, the traditional dwarven success story.
Okay. Well, it turns out I'm already prepared for that as of yesterday, but I will keep vigilant.
I'm going to use detect magic all day.
Okay.
It's a ritual, so I'm just going to re-up it every however long it lasts. 10
Take it.
minutes. Yeah.
Every 10 minutes, you're going to take 10 minutes.
So you can only keep it up for half the time.
Yeah.
Or you restart the ritual at the end of the last ritual and go nowhere.
Yeah.
Alright, give me some water.
Those would be Ilfari's rituals. My rituals sound more like
Squawk.
Playing Sprawling. All right.
yeah, actually probably just like every hour. So like once an hour. Do that, sweep the ship, look for anything unusual.
Okay.
Inside and out.
Sure. Anyone else doing anything in particular?
I'm sweeping the ship with detect poison and disease again.
Okay.
Let me take a long rest.
Sam, what are you magically detecting? And Mina, what are you magically
Oh, somebody's a disappointment to God.
Well, wow.
Well, to be fair, her god has been dead for 500 years.
It's okay.
They killed him.
Hashtag not my god.
And actually, within a few hours, as Theodore goes to do his ritual for detect magic,
Oh shit.
partway through it just
Stop.
doesn't work. Like
Right,
you complete
Dan,
the ritual
or-
properly and
We've gotten
nothing
there, guys.
happens. Farah, you're in the middle of sweeping the ship and you just suddenly you know that your ritual should last longer than this and you just suddenly can't detect anything. Like you don't
Not so special are you now, boys?
This is why I keep bullets on me.
Koku's just like asleep.
As if there weren't more reasons for me to hate this freaking boat.
It's not the boat's fault, it's where we are on the boat.
Oh.
As you, within not much longer, pull into dock in Belmont.
Oh,
So
wait,
is Beaumont?
I thought we were still on day 6.
No, we're on day 7 now.
Okay.
It was the night of day 6 that we just completed.
Oh, okay.
Well, I guess it was nothing as the boat eats us.
Yeah. Well, in that case, I only would have been doing that in the morning anyway, because I have to get Koku folded down into the briefcase and prepped, and then get the briefcase changed to my arm and my arm chained to my side.
Yeah. Get in my Maxwell Dresden get up.
Touch up the dye on my feathers, put on my fancy hat.
I knew
My
we were
tail
arriving
coat.
today, so I dressed for the occasion.
Luckily, my tweed jacket can hide a pistol and a machete.
I'm glad you didn't fully commit to the magical disguise hat, James.
Yeah, because
Oh, that would have been hilarious. Yeah.
I'm sure if I brought it up, you guys would have been like, well, dead magic area, so...
I wasn't going to bring it up.
No, I meant...
Of course not. As a good DM, you should never bring it up. You should let players make their own mistakes.
Also, one other thing of note. Ilferi.
Yes.
It's like cold. Like, not like a nice cool breeze out in the ocean cold. It's like
You're gonna die, bro.
Oh, this is the cold that people talked about.
Is it like let me put it this way. Is it like when I go in the big cooler and it's a little chilly, or is it like when I go in the freezer and my mustache starts freezing up?
The big cooler.
Okay.
But Ilferi has not been out of tropical regions.
Tropical, yeah.
Zeodor, this is tame. Normal, like this is...
Zeodor, this is tannin weather.
And I'm home again.
Yeah.
As if there weren't more things about this trip I don't like.
Yep. So, all right, list of things that Zeodor has that are currently packed away because they don't work. Armor, bird, and gun.
So of
mine are all magic.
Magic items.
I was gonna say they work for a while, right?
Yes. The longer you stay here, the more the magic that has been stored in them will deteriorate until going inert. I think it's by rarity. I'm trying to find the section.
Permanently inert or temporarily inert?
Temporary.
Oh, okay.
And at least you've heard about like some magical artifacts being discovered that have never recovered. Like they were buried for a few hundred years, and then when they were brought out of the dead magic zone, they stayed. Oh, this must be the legendary blah blah blah. But it no longer does.
But now it's just a bowl.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it's fine. I'll still have the gun on me because it doesn't. It's not gonna hurt.
It still shoots.
But yeah. Well, no, it doesn't actually.
Oh.
Because it's my new artificer gun, so it shoots via magic.
So spells with let's see. Spells with a casting time more than an action can't be cast. Static benefits and magic items function over a short period. However, most activated powers of items don't function, and after a few weeks, equal to its rarity, its magic will be drained away. Innate magical features still function, as such as cantrips granted by a racial feature. I think that's about it.
I mean, I'm not going to be able to cast spells because my spells are all tied to a magical automata whose existence is effectively active. But that's fine. I wasn't going to be able to use her on the train anyway. And you know what I do have is my saber.
Yep.
Guess what a dead magic zone doesn't protect you from? Getting
Stab.
slashed.
These are my guns. They're where I keep my bullets.
What was it about spells with a duration? Like, longer?
Anything with a casting time longer than an action can't be used.
Right. What about spells with durations? What happens to their duration? Anything?
They do not have a duration longer than an action.
Oh, okay. Then I am going to change the spells out. Which is to say that I basically can't cast spells here because I'm a druid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, good, because you're now a merchant.
Yeah.
We just
Alright.
unprepare everything that has this little C next to it.
Parrot Pete isn't a druid.
Yeah.
Parrot Pete loves guns.
All right.
Yeah. Maxwell Kruger. Yeah. Parrot Pete's the gun man.
You want a gun, you go to Parrot Pete. Parrot Pete, that's a man who knows his guns.
He lives, breathes guns. He wakes up, he shits gunpowder.
Did you guys bring anyone in particular to crew to head the crew of the ship while you're in absence?
I guess my friend from the Ross
I
comment.
was gonna say, I assumed it was Ilfari's buddy.
Yeah.
All right, Colin Clay,
Yeah.
Yeah,
or is it Colin?
I think it's Colin.
Because I had it with a U.
Oh, Cullen. Yeah, Cullen Clay.
Yeah.
It changed a couple of times. I don't remember what was settled on.
It's
Well, he doesn't
Cullen.
like the way
Randall
that I
was
said
back
Colin.
Because it sounds like colon, like
Where the shit comes from.
Yeah,
Like,
where the poop
or-
comes
yeah.
from.
Colin.
His name is Poop Shoot Roscommon.
But I was always saying it with a U, but for some reason my U sounds like an O to James and the rest of you, so I don't know. I have a weird accent. Don't ask me.
Boot no boot!
Yeah, that makes sense. So you guys have made arrangements with him to follow along and be available at the various docking cities. As you
Yep, and communication between the crew and anything off of the crew is strictly forbidden and punishable by, I don't know, being thrown overboard, probably.
As you pull
Probably
into
not.
dock at the city of Beaumont, there are some Denaran guards ready to check your paperwork.
Papers, please.
I am here to see sexy girls, yes?
Yes, right this way, sir.
Welcome to Aristotska.
Cover your leg, please, sir. It's the greatest day.
The customs agent takes a quick look over your documentation, hands it back to you, and just says, "Welcome to Dinar. Enjoy your stay."
Thank you very much.
I intend to.
So you have about another week before the train departs.
Holy shit.
Shit.
Why'd we get here so early?
Long enough for all of our magic items to stop working is what my bet is. Just putting it out there.
Well, 1 week would be enough to make common magic items stop working. It takes another week. It would take another week for uncommon items, right?
Okay, fair.
Does that mean my potions of healing don't work anymore?
Ooh, good question.
Oh, shit.
Normal potions of healing, I think, are fine.
Okay.
I don't think anything
Cool.
fancier than that is going to be.
I'm actually having like
Uncommon.
a really hard time filling my list with spells that aren't concentration and don't have a duration. I actually don't think I can prepare
Enough.
all the spells I could. Like, I can't fill all my prepared slots.
Yep.
Just remember that when we do, we will pass out of dead magic into wild magic, so who knows what that'll do to us.
Yeah, I can re-prepare every day, but
I'll be a living god.
Yeah, we're only in it for 2 days.
Oh, okay.
One
Yeah,
day
that's
from
not a big
Beaumont to
deal.
Cherridge, one day from Cherridge to Orthia, and by the time we get to Orthia, we're in the Malice Lands.
I have to spell magic because I had to bring that was the last non-duration spell, but I don't think the spell magic's actually relevant here.
All right.
If it is, we're screwed.
If it is, I have it.
So this city is smaller than Flint, and has a thicker stench of industry hanging in the air, but has all variety of people, probably more diverse than Monsieur. There's still a fair number of humans, of course many tieflings, quite a few dwarves mixed in, more than you probably see in Monsieur. There's some.
Grab yourself.
There's a few sites to see. There's a military academy. There's operas. Different kinds of shows. But I guess this is just a kind of a chance for you to settle into your personas, if you will.
Oh my god.
Mina, I forget, did we know each other beforehand? Is that part of our cover?
Yeah, you and I are traveling together.
That's right.
Yeah.
And
Ilfari's been working on this for a while, but
Or-
he has a new a new title for Parrot Pete. Parrot
Okay.
Pete is the what was it? Private peddler for premium products.
Oh, okay.
Do you have like what's the word?
Business cards?
Yeah, or like a logo stamped on things, or
Well, I wanted to get my logo emblazoned on my jacket, but I decided to represent the company that I'm selling for currently.
To represent the company that you're representing? Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
Which
He's
means
like-
that
he's a private businessman who has a contract with this legitimate
Right.
business.
that's what I'm thinking. That's the way I was imagining it. Parrot Pete Private Peddler of Premium Products is not bound to just one company.
Oh, why are we making this so much harder?
Look at the version.
I thought we were just going to work for the company. Just be people. It's like, you've never heard of us because we just work for this company. You've heard of this company, and this paperwork says we work for this. Why would you have heard of us? We're just some people working for a company.
This is my first real sale. Like, my name will get out there because of this.
I kind of love the idea of like the dynamic duo of like the high-reaching businessman who has like bright dreams for their future and like all the things they're going to accomplish as they get out into the world, and then the grounded, realistic business partner who's just like, just ignore him. So
The problem is, I love it too. It's a very interesting narrative, which is bad for a cover story.
It's
Wow.
a distracting narrative.
wow, Parrot Pete, I could never forget that name.
Please do.
Good.
All right.
All right. Is there anything in particular anyone wanted to do in town here? Or we can just jump forward to the train.
Nothing else
Mina,
typically.
well... Mina starts acting more like Jack. But she also drags Jack around and takes him to shows and stuff to help kind of start setting in motion what she thinks Finona would have been doing here.
Okay.
I go to a
Apparently
show
kind of
or
show?
in private place.
yeah, I go to a show or two. I make him come with me to a couple really nice restaurants, but
Yes.
I basically brood the whole time.
Alexander is very definitely make sure that people know who he is when he's present. He doesn't go a lot of places, but he
I'm Alexander.
has breakfast in the same cafe every morning. He has a thick Eastern Rusuri accent, and speaks with a very disapproving tone.
What do you imagine a thick Eastern Rusiri accent sounds like?
We'll find out when I start talking in his voice.
Well, I think that
Probably not that. I
do
can't
I
keep
have a deal for you on weapons of death and mayhem.
Parrot
I
Pete
basically-
parades pompously around town.
I want him to basically sound like a Dutch person pretending to be an American. Or more accurately, I want him to sound like a Dutch person pretending to be a British person with a fake American accent. Because
Wait.
that's what every villain in every action movie is in America.
Wait,
true.
so my accent that I did for Beryl?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
A little bit, yeah.
I knew you were a villain.
All right.
Before we get on the train, can we break for just a couple minutes?
Yeah, let's do it now.
Cool.
And come back in a few minutes. So I can
You
find
after
the
these messages.
break button. 21.
Bark. What? How am I thinking of muted then?
Bork. No.
Work.
Why did that happen?
No. Bork. No. No.
What happened?
I became
unmuted again. Strange.
Oh, in OBS Ninja?
Yeah.
Bizarre.
All right, cool. We're back. We are ready to move on to train.
Yes!
I guess.
Hooray!
Everybody's so
Parrot
excited to
Pete
board this
loves
train.
trains.
Let's
We were-
enjoy this marvel of modern engineering.
That would
We had
actually
to get off
be
that boat.
the
we were
best.
in this place for a week.
That would actually be the best character for Ilferi to play, is like super technologically like enthused. Like, oh yay, a train! I can't imagine a thing better than that.
Please show me all of the intricacies of how it works.
An
This is
NPC
where you put the dead trees, correct? I mean, the lumber fuel.
Somebody comes along and is like, let's talk about trains. What are your favorite types of trains?
Moving
This
kind.
one.
All right, 11th of winter. Train is departing at 7:30 a.m. The elaborate architecture of the Belmont Western Station looms over, seemingly drooping, heavy with stone depictions of celestial bodies. Behind you, imposing in its vastness, a giant marble clock face, some 20 feet in diameter, gives accurate time down to the second. Brass numbers dictate the passage of each moment, an exacting feat of engineering that Dinar has exported to the rest of the world. In front of you is another of Dinar's marvels, the Avery Coast train, a great behemoth of black iron, still somehow appearing sinuous as it stretches into the distance in front of you. Windows stud its length, and at the far end, gray smoke belches out of the smokestack of the locomotive. This is the marvel that is said to have tamed the Malice Lands, and it is working to unite the continent into one grand economy. Brochures announce that the railroad has proven that Dinar can accomplish more with intelligence and manpower than most nations can accomplish with mystical secrets and genuflecting to gods. The train hisses and steam spurts from its edge, casting a white haze over the platform and obscuring some of the other passengers waiting here. There is a whistle, and a man waves at the crowd, welcoming you aboard. He wears a brilliant red and yellow sash emblazoned with the symbol of the Avery coastline, a pair of train tracks woven in an infinity symbol.
Alexander is giving the train equivalent of a bellhop a hard time about exactly how carefully his bag is to be handled.
No, my friend. You don't have to give him a hard time. He knows.
You're kicking the point with the camera.
You know, right? To the bellhop.
We will, of course, be most careful with your luggage.
See that you do.
Where,
I hand him the bag that's not chained to my arm.
and where will you be riding with us today?
We haven't decided that already?
We have reserved the
First class.
Yes,
Thank you.
absolutely.
we've reserved a car in first class.
tickets.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
We pull out our tickets for first class.
Oh, of course. Right this way, sirs. How rude of me. My name is Zoran Marchand. I'm the conductor of this train. If there's anything at all that I can do to make your journey more comfortable, please do not hesitate to ask. Let me personally escort
we
you to the
certainly
rear.
will.
Let me personally escort you to the rear of the train where our first-class cars are situated.
Wonderful.
The porters here will take your luggage.
Thank you. Be sure that you pass on my message of how carefully this is to be handled to them.
Of course, of course.
I'll leave my shield with the luggage, just kind of like on top. Like, it gets a little dangerous in our line of work sometimes, but I don't think that'll be a big issue on this train. But this is comfortable.
No, it does appear that you're going. He says, like looking over a clipboard. It does appear that your ticket seems to be arranged to be sharing a room with another party. Is that expected?
Unexpected, but not unwelcome. I'd love to be able to, share my... Sorry, this is James. Not...
At this point, I'll look at him and go, I believe that may be us, my good sir. And I kind of hand him my ticket.
He looks down at your ticket. Ah, yes, so it is. I was just introducing myself to these fine gentlemen. I am Zoran Marchand, at your service.
Maxwell Dresden, nice to meet you. You can call me Max. This is the lovely...
Finona. I forgot my last name.
Duval.
Duval.
The lovely Finona Duval.
He takes a deep
Alexander looks at the two of you disapprovingly. I suppose there's no helping it. I shall have to have a word with... was it Jeremiah? Jeremiah's Foundry? Is that it?
No, that's my dad.
bow. Zebediah.
Zebediah.
The worst goddamn spies ever.
Look, Carter is a bad spy because Carter has new dad brain. Theodore is very good at this. Theodore has never had children.
I mean,
There's an easy solution here.
This progress because, like, eventually Carter's gonna be like, anyway, I cast Yo Gabba Gabba. Super wings would go.
You got Gabba's floating disc.
No, Alexander.
I have some words of wisdom for you all. There's no job too big and no pup too small. So let's get out there and go get them.
No,
I shall have to have
Alexander,
a
a
word
little
with
company on our
Zebediah
trip isn't
when
a
we
big
get
deal.
back.
Honestly, it's welcome. Having some company on this long trip other than just you.
I'm sure we'll all become fast friends by the end of these proceedings.
Perhaps our next trip I shall have a room for one. And he walks onto the train. Or while he follows the
Porter.
or it was was it the conductor? It was
The conductor is the one who greeted you,
yes, yeah.
My good friend. Such a dry sense of humor, but does great work. Great work. Anyways, take me to my cabin, please.
If you'd allow, I'd like to first introduce you to the lounge car. I'm sure you'll be much more comfortable
Splendid.
during most of the voyage. Right
If
this
you
way.
insist.
So he takes you back to the lavish first-class dining car, passing a crowd of coach passengers further up the train. What's aboard? Zoran gestures to a man and says, "This is Kav Merrick, the first-class chef who will be preparing your meals during the voyage." And the chef bows.
Merrick. Strong name.
And sorry, what was his first name?
Kav, K-O-V, and Merrick, for what it's worth, is M-A-R-I-K.
Nope, not even close, but it's phonetic, it's fine.
You know, it's like Neko Merrick.
I already said that once tonight. That's all I'm going to be able to think of.
Must be a distant cousin.
Wonderful to make your acquaintance, Master Merrick. May I ask, what kind of cuisine do you specialize in and that we might be enjoying on this trip?
I have actually prepared a broad array of menu to bring out the local flavors of the various countries and towns that we'll be visiting upon our voyage.
Wonderful. I cannot wait.
And just over here, Zoran gestures, is our esteemed piano player, Doris Gavain. Is an elderly tiefling woman who she's actually playing on the piano at the moment and just kind of nods over your way.
Anybody else ready to figure out which one of these people's a murderer?
Right. What was her last name?
Well, I mean, there's 4 of them standing right here, so...
Gavagne.
Do we have Roll20 notes
Gagne.
for this chapter?
Sorry, I couldn't hear Bethany.
Go ahead, James.
I was just asking you to respell that last name.
Gavagne.
Okay.
Gavain, I think is how I would pronounce it.
And what was the other guy? Core or something?
Cobb.
I believe he might be orc.
I mean, it sounds like it from the name. It sounds like he's Drakran at the least.
And
Alexander is not Drakran, but has Drakran ancestry.
And then Zoran leads you up to car 17, where you have a suite laid out for you all with a bedroom and sitting room.
So that would be
Will do
this
wonderfully.
here.
Yeah.
And is this just a closet?
Yes.
Excellent.
So you are in car 17, so you're 2 forward of the dining car, and 1 back from the second class, I think is what they call it. While we handle your baggage and wait for everyone to come aboard, I welcome you to enjoy a complimentary breakfast in the dining car.
Thank
How
you.
kind.
Thank you.
By the way, do you have some sort of heating device or something to keep ourselves warm? It's rather chilly in this area compared to what I'm used to.
We do have heating. Oh, would they have heating element? How does heat work? How
Apparatus?
does making heat work?
Oh,
Probably
yeah,
heating.
because it couldn't be magic.
I would
Could have a
imagine that
radiator,
they've
or-
figured out some sort of. It's probably like pretty warm once you step inside the train car.
I mean, given the steam power, I'm guessing of this train, it wouldn't actually be that hard to kind of basically have a primitive form of central heat,
Yeah.
central heating that runs the route.
The marvels of technology.
Like you
Well,
could
I
have that.
can of course bring extra blankets to your car if you find yourself needing more in the night.
Oh, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank
The
you.
ferret just builds a nest on the top of the bed.
Can we be assured that that our luggage will be properly placed in the closet if it arrives while we are dining?
Oh, absolutely.
Do handle mine with care as well. It can be a little dangerous.
He nods as like he's putting down notes on his clipboard.
that said, out of character, I don't know if I actually have any guns or like anything like that. I think we established this was like setting up contact, not
Yeah, you don't
actually
necessarily.
selling goods.
Yeah, I'm the one who has the goods. That's why they're in the briefcase that's chained to my arm.
Oh, then I guess I disregard the. I have all of my clothes are very well organized. I don't want them getting shifted around. There, it's not dangerous. I'm just organized.
Sorry, quick question. The conductor. Human, tiefling, elf, dwarf, what is he?
Half human, half tiefling. Left half human, right half tiefling.
I think he's.
But it's actually bottom half is dwarf, and you just can't tell because he's wearing stilts.
3
Bottom-
dwarfs in a tiefling costume.
That's one thick tiefling.
I believe he's tiefling.
Okay.
What was his name?
Zorin Marchand.
Xorin.
Nope.
Merchant. Marcha.
That one I got right.
Okay. Conductor.
Thorin Markov. Got it.
I also went there.
You said Kov was a dwarf, or was he human?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
I'm gonna
three,
try.
he's
I'm
3 very
trying
tightly
to
packed
go.
tieflings in a dwarf costume.
As you all are getting settled in your suite, you hear a cry out and a child's voice saying something along the lines of, "I want the bed by the window," as a pile of orcs, half orcs, full orcs, half orcs come tumbling out of the adjacent suite.
It's actually kind of cute.
Yeah.
You never see half-orc kids like in fantasy stuff.
There is a
We're too busy having tragic backstories.
Exactly. These are just like kids acting like kids. It's great.
there's a half orc businessman
It's like you also never see wealthy half orcs.
That too.
who looks
God, I love
fairly like happy. He seems to be in a good mood. Is kind of like joking around with his wife and 2 kids.
I feel like Parrot Pete has some bonding to do with this guy as like non-standard humanoid traders.
And
I
he,
knew Ilfari
That
was
sounds
the
like a good
traitor.
plan.
the man calls out. Dolba, Tor, come on, let's go get some food in the dining car. And the kids come scrambling after him as he walks up to you all as you're presumably going into or out of your suite. Oh, pardon me.
No problem
All
needed,
right.
my good sir.
No problem at all. You have a lovely family.
Ah, thank you. My name is wow, just put it away.
Go back to
Damata Griento. At your service.
Nice to meet you, sir. I'm Maxwell Dresden.
Finona Duval.
Pleasure.
Parrot. God, James hates his name already. Parrot Pete.
Do the whole spiel or else.
Private peddler of premium products.
Say the line, Bart.
Why did I do this to myself? Hold on. I'm having another fucking shot of tequila.
No getting drunk on stream, James.
No, I'm not getting drunk.
We have
I'm
these
just gonna
rules
make it
for
harder to
reasons.
say the whole Parrot Pete spiel.
And it's even against TOS now.
To be drunk on stream?
Yeah, it's not against TOS to drink on stream, just to get sloshed, or to use alcohol as
the
entertainment.
entertainment.
As incentive. Like you can't be like,
You
if
can't-
you sub, I'll
yeah.
take a shot. Like
I
that's,
mean,
that's
that-
odd.
I feel like that's a good thing.
It is.
Like, why was it so long before that was a thing?
Hopefully, my hope is that it took a while because it wasn't a big it wasn't prevalent.
I'm just really
That's
hoping
my
no one
hope.
died to make it a thing.
No, I doubt that.
I feel like
Someone-
that.
I feel like
Would
someone
have
fell
been
unconscious on stream because of it, though.
right,
Yeah, probably.
Getting us back on track, no pun intended, for the rest of this campaign.
There is no track. We're off the rails.
It will never not be a pun.
I've already made my statement.
Your intention means nothing. You have no power here.
So the D'Amata family scampers on into the dining car.
Just by coincidence, I guess we follow after him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people heading to the dining car right now, likely. I'm guessing first class is heading to the dining car for their complimentary breakfast, and everyone else is wishing that they had complimentary breakfast.
Pretty much.
The peasants.
Or you're my family and they packed a lunch and you're just sitting in your car playing games and eating whatever mom brought.
Yeah, I mean, second
Or
class
that you're
has a
happy.
table.
Yeah.
Second class has a table. Like, you could easily pack a lunch in there.
Mom, can I have my Game Boy?
After breakfast.
It's a steam-powered Game Boy. It weighs 17.5 pounds.
I believe second class does have their own dining car. It's just not as lavish. Anyway,
Oh, is that not the dining car? I thought. Oh, okay, I got it. So that's ours.
yes.
The lounge car
Yes.
is the first class dining car. That makes sense.
Yes.
That makes sense because there's only 4 first class suites.
Yes. As you head into the dining car, you notice another person is now also present. And as you walk in, the little orc boy is pointing at this person and saying, "Whoa, look at all the scars on her arm." And to which the mother reprimands the boy. Something like, "Hush, don't point out things like that. It's not polite. I'm so sorry, ma'am. You didn't mean to offend." And the woman smiles calmly and turns to the boy and says, "If your sister's arm ever comes off, tell them that, or that you should probably hold on to it just in case they can sew it back on."
So
To
we
which
found
the-
the character that Philip is playing.
To
Yeah,
which the
seriously.
little boy,
Let me guess. Shava?
"Whoa! It's actually a dark elf in disguise."
Whoa! Philip, get on in here, our guest star.
All right.
I didn't actually have
Does
any
anyone
shot
else
yet.
see the half-orc family? Just keeps seeing them as the Bob-omb family from the train in Super Mario 1000 Year Door.
Totally. I thought it was just me because I just played through that.
It's
I haven't played, so I nope.
Oh, let's look.
it's not just you, because there's at least 2 of us.
There was also a train mission on that game.
Yeah. and there's a rich family with a bratty son, and
Yeah.
if that son loves trains, it's just like one,
what-
they're innocent, two, they're assholes.
What little boy doesn't love trains?
Dude, trains are fucking awesome.
Look, I don't know. Don't ask me questions I don't know the answer to.
I'm only 5 and I don't like trains.
And to every family, there is a disappointment.
I mean, I don't think Kai likes trains, but I don't think he knows what a train is yet.
If you showed him a train, he'd still be like, "Ooh, guy." Which
Wow.
is, fuck yeah, it's a train. It's awesome.
In baby talk.
And baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it tracks.
All
I was
right.
Get it.
thinking my token looked weird, and I realized that's because I don't have Koku behind it.
Yep.
Actually, does anyone have a watch?
Yes.
Okay. At 7:25, a new person enters from further up the train. Comes up to get the room's attention. The piano stops for a moment. Good morning, everyone. My name is Malia Bakarin. I'm the security chief aboard this train. Just wanted to make sure that you're all aware that I will be on duty, keeping watch over you all during the entire length of this journey. If you have any issues, please come right to me or report to any of my officers.
Okay. How many people are in this area right now?
Just the ones I've mentioned.
So there's four of us. There's it was four half orcs, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mom,
And
dad, son, daughter.
and then Bree and Malia.
Yes. So.
Yep.
And the pianist.
And the piano
there's 11.
player, and I don't know if the chef is actually in here. He might be cooking, which I think.
I'm trying to
think
think of a
it
way
would
to
be-
do this discreetly. I would like to discreetly cast a spell.
Are there rules for that in 5th edition?
Make
don't
a
know.
stealth check.
Sure, I'll do that. I'm okay at stealth. I got a +3. I guess. I don't want to get caught with this many people around. I'm gonna
Yeah,
use
I
my
mean-
Skyseer's blessing.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Well,
you can't really.
The point is, I want a lot of people around because it's a duration. It would normally be a duration spell, but I'm only gonna get one round of it, basically. Like, I'll get an instantaneous burst of it, right? I'm sorry, I should tell you what I'm doing. I
Yeah.
want to cast Detect Poison and Disease,
Okay.
because I had that vision about disease being a problem. So I'm imagining I get a quick burst of anyone within 30 feet of me. I could tell if there's a poison or disease. I can't, like, maintain concentration on it, but I would get, like, a quick idea.
Sound theory.
Okay. So
Have you done this before?
I've never cast a spell in a dead magic zone.
All right, so it's a good
But
theory.
I'm gonna try and cast it discreetly. So I'll use my Skyseer's blessing to give myself the pseudo advantage thing on
Okay.
stealth. That would only be a 10, so I'll re-roll it. That'd be a 13.
Okay.
I try to kind of like be behind the rest of the party while I do it.
Sure. What are the components of this spell?
Verbal, somatic, and material, which is a U leaf.
Okay. Okay. You cast the spell. It does give you a brief burst of what you're used to when you cast the spell previously, but it doesn't last more than a few seconds, and in that time you do not detect anything.
Okay, good. I figured this would probably be the most people I'd be able to detect at one time, so it was worth a shot.
Malia asked to see each of your tickets. Just to be sure that no one has snuck in.
I pull out of my chicken breast pocket.
And then she turns to probably eyeing Jack, Damata, and Elfari in particular, saying, once we're through Dinar and into the Malice Lands, we have a bit of a activity that I'd like to offer to the men. And then she, like, as an afterthought, turns to, like, look at Mina and Bree and any women who might be interested as well. To go on a bit of a safari. We take any passengers that are interested up atop the train, and I provide rifles for you to shoot at Malice beasts as we pass through the Malice Lands.
That sounds splendid.
What a waste of ammunition.
Yes, of course. I'd love to see wildlife slaughtered like that. Yes, of course. That sounds like a wonderful time.
There is
Pistol Pete can hardly hide his erection at such a thought.
There is a small surcharge of 100 gold, but you may keep the rifles as a souvenir.
Oh, well, that's wonderfully affordable.
Quick question: are those rifles gold?
She kind of turns her head. No, they're just,
Alexander also performatively turns his head.
they are fine make, but gold is not a suitable material for guns.
I know.
my
I'm sorry.
understanding.
It's an inside joke with my friend here.
It is quite the...
She nods, and like, yes, rich people humor.
Yeah.
Quick.
But Mina wanted to know if it was just a fucking souvenir he picked up. So it was a question.
That would be fucking amazing, honestly.
Quick, kind of mechanical question. Do I have an issue with using, like, would it cause druid problems if I used a gun?
Look out, a fairy's got some
Do you ever
druid
have
problems.
druid problems?
Do you ever feel not so fresh, in your Feywild heart?
Oh my
Am I gonna have a wild shape period after I use this?
Feywild heart is a new euphemism for vagina. Just
Yep.
Wait, wasn't it already?
apparently, I'm just the last to pick up on this, I guess.
Okay, but
Run up
but
behind
seriously-
some news guy. Fuck her right in the Feywild heart.
But seriously, will using a gun cause problems with my druidic abilities?
Is it like a 3/5 paladin?
I don't know.
No, I really don't think so.
I don't. Let's see.
Nature
don't
don't
think
give a
so
shit.
either.
It's just repurposed wood and metal and...
Druids aren't allowed to touch metal.
Except for scimitars and sickles.
Because they
And
look
daggers.
like the moon.
Yes, that's correct.
I don't think that there. I mean, as far as I'm aware, I don't think there's anything really directly forbidding it.
Okay.
I mean, the Fae are adverse to
Gun.
mechanical constructs in this world, but it's mostly like a pure fairy thing, and you are not a fairy.
I do
They're
draw my
fairy.
magic from the Fae, but I'm not a fairy
but they're
myself.
they're not gonna
Take it away.
take away your magic for touching a gun.
Okay. And actually, the only restriction they talk about is that druids will not wear metal armor or shields. So
Yeah, it doesn't look like that's like there's any restriction for that.
yeah, and
in
it's
the
actually
edition.
just a taboo, according to this
Yeah.
Sage
I mean, if you
Knight.
can swing a scimitar, I feel like you
Like
could probably.
you might not be able to use druidic powers to make like your gun shooting better.
You can swing a scimitar. You can
But-
swing a gun.
Exactly.
How do I use this gun?
Just throws the gun at the wild beast.
All right.
Surprisingly effective.
Soon after Malia's check-in, you all hear the clock tower outside the station boom the tune on the half hour. There is a great snapping hiss throughout the train, and the behemoth vehicle lurches into action, metal squealing and clicking.
Does the fairy hit the floor and just?
He's been practicing really hard on Sact, a bird that doesn't care about that kind of shit.
Oh, well, hi, Lita. Do you want up here?
Yep.
He is surface level okay.
And yeah, this one. You feel the train accelerating slowly but steadily, hauling tons of cargo and passengers up to speeds unmatched except by magic. Belmont glides past, and soon scenery pastoral Nor is flying by at 60 miles an hour.
Ooh.
And I think we're just gonna go ahead and call things there for tonight, a little early.
Okay. I'm good with that.
Seems like a good
Beautiful.
stopping point.
No, I think like it was a good stopping point, and I don't know about you guys, but I had a lot of fun tonight.
Good. I know I kind of drew out the transitional period a little bit longer than maybe it needed to, but
I liked it.
No, I had fun.
It gave me time to think of Parrot Pete, private peddler of premium products, because that took hours to figure out.
and there was a chance of more stuff happening tonight. We'll just
Cool.
say.
Yep.
Yeah, but we all failed our perception checks.
Yep.
Well, we failed when it counted.
Yeah, that's true. We all have
Yeah,
good
we
perception
did
checks.
great when it
but
didn't
only when there
matter.
was nothing there.
Just like a good adventure should.
Yep.
Oh my god.
This is a lot of names that we're gonna have to remember. I'm glad that we have handouts for all of
Yeah,
them.
so that, I
Yeah.
did go ahead and make handouts for
I'm glad I have wife.
most of the people.
I was trying to write notes,
think-
but
Are
honestly,
you guys
I've been
able
bad.
to put notes on these?
Yes.
Let's see.
I think so.
For like
Have you been
Bree
putting them all
and Devada?
in general?
No, they're in.
I made a new
Always
folder
On Time.
for Always
Oh,
On
I
Time.
see.
Uh,
No, we cannot.
Yeah, I can't.
So do
They
I need
are
to make
viewable,
and be
not
edited
editable.
and controlled by?
Yes.
I think that's so. Bree, now, perhaps.
Yeah, I've got the edit.
Same.
Okay, cool.
Oh man, I wrote down names of people that don't even have fucking faces. Damn it!
Yeah, these orc kids are dead.
It's not a good meter.
I mean, if they're children, they can probably get away with it.
Probably. But the
Oh, they
wife's
have
screwed.
character sheets.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was just
Oh, but we can't actually see the character. That's fine.
Well, there's not
nothing on there.
actually anything on it.
Yeah.
If
No,
you
I
click
meant-
on
I
it, it
meant
asks you
that
if you
it's
want to
all
build it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just. I guess it could have been a
We can make
handout.
up whatever. We can control it, so we can make up whatever we want.
Yeah.
I've rewritten this person's backstory into being my personal slave.
Let's see.
Also, he's a
Damana
level 26
Grento
wizard.
Right.
is actually a gnome.
This person is actually the Grand Wizard of the Obsurati, and then I shot them in the head.
Yep.
Yes. We win D&D.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like I have
Cool.
won at Twister.
So I guess we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Are we playing next week?
Yeah. So next week, Friday is the day
No.
after.
Yeah.
I will be
Yeah, I don't
gone.
think we're playing.
I was
next
just
I will
week.
be
skipping
in
week,
Maryland.
The land
Ah.
of merriment.
Pick up
Yeah.
some
Crabs.
happiness.
I'll try and pick up some happy.
And
Pick up some
crabs.
happy crabs.
Mm-mm-mm.
Just like
Um,
make a bunch
So
of
we'll see
crabs
you guys
dance.
in 2 weeks, hopefully.
I
Or-
did find out from my sister that I am officially the cool uncle.
Hey,
So that's
yo.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. That was cool.
I should check my status on that.
I
I am.
Are they old enough to have opinions about you?
One of them is,
Okay.
but unfortunately, they live in Germany.
Hmm. Yeah, it was unanimous for all three of them. All three of them were like, "It's okay. James is the cooler one, or James is more fun."
I mean, it's going to be a bit before any opinions are formed, but soon I will be an uncle too.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yep.
I
Katie's
did not know.
pregnant.
Yay!
Did you not see the? Did you not see Kai's onesie? It's adorable.
I don't check.
There's a
social
picture
media very often.
on Facebook. Don't worry about it. Kai's got a onesie that says "I'm going to be a big cousin."
Aw.
Katie got that for us
adorable.
and mailed it to us so that on our family Zoom call, Darby and I could dress Kai up in that onesie to announce it to our parents.
Aw. Is there a cute term or phrase for cousins that are very
Yes.
close in age?
The
Like Irish twins or
me and Sarah,
something
I
like
guess.
along
I don't know.
Sibling cousins.
I don't know. Maybe there is.
I feel like there
I'm-
must be. I don't know. I thought there was a common vernacular term, but maybe there's not.
That seems like a thing that would exist, but I'm not familiar with one.
Maybe
Right,
it's German.
which means not common.
There are things that I don't know that aren't common. Like,
Name one.
wait. I feel like we're violating causality here.
All right. Well, have a lovely Thanksgiving break, everybody. We're going to take a week off, and we'll be back in 2 weeks with more Dungeons and Dragons, a Zeitgeist, Gears of Revolution
train.
5th Edition campaign. On a
With
train.
more Parrot Pete, the private peddler of premium products.
And
Post
Alexander, the asshole, who's definitely not. Fuck, I lost it. Screw it. Never mind. All right.
Definitely not a fuck.
Yeah, I had a joke, but it left me halfway through, so don't worry about it.
Cool.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.